musicians are gonna have to come together a lot more in 2024. That's where I see it being, that's where I see it coming. That's where I'm gonna be going, you know. The way I see a lot of things are just musicians doing more collaborations, even though that's how it always should be. Musicians doing songs together, but more like collaborating on a music video maybe, or even just making a skit. Like doing skits together is very, you can tell a story for the viewer, and then people connect with the music more. That's something I've done with my TikToks, and I'll continue to do that still. But that's another thing too I'm gonna get into, is just like developing yourself as a musician. 2024, you know, can you just put out, you know, a music video? Are music videos even relevant? They can be relevant, you know, but let's get back to the collaboration. So when we're collaborating, it can give the audience to be like, okay, there's two people, you know, it's not just that one person. And the listener can also just be intrigued by the artist and want to listen to them. So it's a win-win for everybody. But another thing is too, with music playlists, we see that Spotify is being crazy with their payouts. I don't know how long they've been running. I know I've been on there since 2014, so maybe since then, but the payout is going to be cut for most musicians if they're not making a certain amount of streams or monthly listeners. So collaborating on playlists is key, because that's how a lot of musicians are going to get their plays and their streams. So for example, like I've been running this playlist with my friends Nikos and Jess on the X, aka Twitter, but we've been running this 24/7 space through Boombot 420. It's NFT Music Radio, if you want to go check that out. And it's running 24/7. People are always listening to it, whether someone's coming in and out, but you're getting streams through your Spotify, and that's key. You know, you might get 5 or 6 streams that day, but it's better than if you're not getting any streams on your song. And Spotify's still seeing that you're added to an algorithm in the playlist, and then it will still put you into the algorithm and still give you the stats. So that's key, getting added to this playlist, because a lot of playlists just like you can't get on. But if you can collaborate with the musicians that are around you, you know, tell your friends about the playlist that you make and then have them listen to it, they can be introduced to more musicians. So that's a big plan for me, just to keep on getting more musicians added to my personal playlist. And I'm just finding musicians from X, from TikTok. You know, I add them from there, and then, you know, they listen to it from there. They'll share it too. So like I said, it's a win-win. But also with collaborations, I've been thinking about making videos. Like if there is a way to make videos with like people on TikTok, say you make a TikTok, like you make the skit and then you do out the whole skit and you tell them what parts to punch in for the skit. And then, you know, it could be 2 different rooms, but at the same time, like at least you're doing the same back and forth. I just want to see how that works. I'm sure the quality could be the same because TikTok usually keeps the same quality video, but just save each one of those videos like individually and then send them out to whoever you're collaborating with, or you get them sent to you, and then place them, you know, put out the parts that you had in that were just mimicking what you want them to say, and then mess it together and see what comes out. But that could be a good skit for collaborations with a song, or just collaborating with musicians in general. Like if you want to just have a musician that you want part of your video that's just like helping you out promote a song, then that's good. You know, telling a story for your songs, I think is key. Music videos, people have their differences about a music video, but for me, I like music videos because you can always go back and just see how that feeling was at that time era, what the vibe was for that song. Because granted, you can have a cover art or you can like feel the feeling of the song, but the music video can really set the vibe of what the artist and musician really wanted the song to go for, and how the viewer can receive the message. Some people can see it as lazy work if you're just posting your videos on TikTok, but honestly, like you can take that, you can mix it together, you can do different videos too. The long form, like the 1-minute videos are good, with the music videos, but I'm saying like incorporate your other videos too, if like you're not seeing any results with that. But I'm still thinking at the same time, giving your audience something to like feel a part of, you know, like a story behind what you're doing, the ins and outs of what you're doing and what went behind the music, or the story behind it, or create a story behind it more. That's going to really help push it forward more and really give it that good feel. I can see music turning into more of a series instead of just like the music. Like people are part of the journey, really in and out, like when the musician recorded the song and how they recorded the song, what made them want to record the song. But it's really just gonna be up to the people, I guess, of 2024. But this is just my perception of what I see it being as, and also just giving value back to the community, talking about what you went through, you know, as a musician, what you're going through as a musician, just value of like, hey, this is how I record a song. This could make it easier to record a song like that. It's like a sitcom, like I said, series, but yeah, just making people feel more part of you, like they're in your living room, sitting in your house, just getting to know you. I think is very valuable, and you know, just something that people can remember. But I see that being big for music and TikTok especially. But taking those TikToks that you make, granted you can only make 10-minute videos of this, you can always, if you want to make longer videos, you know, I'm saying long-term content, for the most part you can make just 1-minute videos, 2-minute videos. But if you want to go like extended 10-minute videos, you know, 5 to 10-minute videos, TikTok only does that. But you can go to always YouTube and then just make longer form content there, you know. But it just depends what you want. But just figuring out what kind of content you want to go for is very key to how you're going to tell your story, what story you're even telling. But just, you know, dabble with it, see what works, see what doesn't. And like I said, just collaborating with artists is a big key. That's something I'm looking forward to doing, and just getting your music out there as much as possible, you know, getting the best quality music. That's one thing I'm very focused on in 2024 too, is making sure I'm always getting the best mix and masters out there possible, because I think music mix and masters do play a big part in getting your music heard more. You know, it can play a part with how the sound is received as a person. So growing as a musician, I'm saying, I think getting your songs, getting a better mix and master can always play a better part. And sometimes it could be, you know, withholding you back, but you might not have the money to do it at that time. But just make sure you make that song that's going to be worth you making that song and getting a mix and master. You know, don't get that $150 mix and master, get that $500, $1,000 mix and master. But yeah, I think that really helps you grow as a musician. And just finding other musician outlets, you know, keep on going at it with different assets that you can use, your digital assets, music NFTs. You know, music NFTs are a game changer. You can always cut out the middleman, like the DSPs, and even though you don't get streams for it, you can set the price to whatever you want, you know what I mean? And that's amazing. You can make whatever benefits you want. You can do, you know, anything with NFTs pretty much. But yeah, everything, you know, I'm talking about, I do talk about on my Discord. It's on my website. It's arappack.xyz. Join there, say what's up, join the Arap Pack. Much love, thanks for listening, subscribe, Arap Pack.